Tens of thousands of people came out today in southern New England to peacefully protest the Trump administration in the second nationwide No Kings protest. Barbara Ron joins us from Providence after that protest wrapped up.
The second No Kings protest took place as the third longest federal government shutdown in history continues. Thousands of people came to Providence, all wanting to make their voices heard in a peaceful manner. Thousands gathered Saturday at the State House as part of the nationwide No Kings protests, taking a 1.5-mile walk around the Capitol, past City Hall, and back to the State House where multiple community members and politicians spoke.
Honestly, I'm 54. This is the first time in my life I've ever gone to a protest, but I just feel like things have gotten to a point where the Constitution has taken a back seat.
Protesters from all walks of life joined the demonstration, including veterans and both state and local lawmakers.
We fought for like I said, the Constitution and the rights of people. And I think they're being stepped on.
They're speaking for following the law, for following the Constitution, and that is about as American as you can get. So I'm here just to, as a fellow American, to walk with my fellow Americans.
So many of my constituents are here, in addition to the fact that, I'm also upset about what's happening, so it's good for me to be around people at a time like this to make sure that we know that we're all fighting this fight together.
According to state police, there were no counter-protesters at the same time. But moments after the No Kings protest wrapped up, a Turning Point Action Rhode Island debate took stage in the same area. Event organizers say this was not planned, but there was a space for productive conversations.
I think people are free to protest and talk about and do whatever they want, and just like we're free to do the same. And I'm glad that we got the chance to engage with people who are not like-minded like us, and we all get a chance to talk to each other and hear each other's opinions.
Officials told us they worked with event organizers to make this as peaceful of an event as possible, with a large law enforcement presence all throughout the afternoon. Reporting in Providence, Barbara Ron, 12 News.
We're also hearing from Chairman of the Rhode Island GOP, Joe Powers, tonight. He called today's protesters useful idiots, saying in part, quote, "These protests aren't spontaneous. They're stage managed by national activist groups that thrive on outrage." Aside from Providence, we also went to several other local protests throughout Rhode Island and Massachusetts. We talked to protesters who all want their voices heard by the Trump administration. First in New Bedford, people gathered at Buttonwood Park and the overpass bridge at Purchase Street. Demonstrators say they want to protest the whole presidential administration, from the war in Ukraine to the release of the Jeffrey Epstein files.
I'm here because I think the country right now is at a bad place. Freedom of speech has been terrible. They're trying to stop that. But for my grandchildren and my great-grandchildren, I want them to have a country that they're free. They can say what they want. They can live in a goodwill. They have jobs for themselves. Listen to the guy who's working in the factory right here in New Bedford on the fishing pier.
I'm sad that we have to do it in general. We shouldn't have to do this in America. We're all Americans here. We believe in our country. We love our country, and we really, honor the Constitution in our daily lives. These are our rights. So we're here to stand up for the country, really. It's not any one thing, it's all the things. It's the absolute onslaught on this country by the Trump administration. It's not right.
And this was the crowd in Fall River. People gathered at the corner of Amity Street and William S. Canning Boulevard, right outside the South Shore Plaza. Demonstrators held American flags along with signs calling for an end to multiple Trump-era policies. Then in Portsmouth, some state leaders showed up to support and speak to protesters, including Congressman Gabe Amo and Senator Jack Reed. This was on East Main Street near the intersection by Clements Market.